watching The Panic Table. This is Anaconda, an original adventure within Fallout, the role-playing game's newest release, available for pre-order, called Royal Flush. Check out the link below. And while you're at it, you're probably wondering, who are these people? What are they up to? They're excellent questions to be asking, and if you join the Patreon, 1, you'd get this adventure for free that you can plug into your Fallout campaign, and 2, you'd be able to enjoy the talkbacks, the session zeros leading up to it, and all the other kooky things we're up to along the way. So give that a consider, crack a Nuka-Cola, sit back, relax, and let's step out of the vault together. What do you say? We are starting with a bang. I think it's important, it's appropriate, it's expected to say that war never changes. And despite its infinite vastness, the Mojave in the last several decades really has. Here in the face of the apocalypse, new civilizations have risen and fallen. Organizations have reared their heads just to be cut down in their prime by warring factions. Among those, the dreaded raider gang / cult, the Vipers, which used to rule these desert valleys, worshipping their great snake god, was cut down in its prime. Its last few members hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel and the NCR, wiped nearly out of existence, leaving only a few lonely weirdos to wander the desert wastes. That includes our 2 weirdos, Leonard and Krot, played by Justin and Zach, who, on a walkabout, in that very Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance manner, searching for the voice of their serpentine god, wandered out into the wastes, wondering what to do next. And what did they happen upon except a pit of vipers, and writhing in the midst of that, and deeply confused vault dweller. Played by Jessa, they got to meet one Coco Charlton, recently released from her vault with very different expectations about the world outside would be. Together they felt a sense of unbridled destiny. This was fate. This wasn't happenstance. The 3 of them could change things. Their hearts pounding with optimism and their eyes full of possibly divine and serpentine glory happened upon a grisly scene in the desert. A courier found face down, apparently shot, but on closer inspection, poisoned. Mysterious. A note, very conspicuously placed on top of the body, addressed to Mr. Bishop of the Bishop Crime Empire in New Reno, from General Olivier, the head of the NCR itself, saying, you know what? I don't think there's any problems going on here in the Mojave. Things are totally fine, and there are no major concerns whatsoever, especially as far as shady arms dealings are happening. I think we're fine. But they discovered a holotape hidden somewhere else on the Courier. Holotape revealed some terrifying truths hitherto undiscovered here in the Wasteland. Among those, that NCR intelligence officers have been studying a peculiar phenomenon for some time, that in fact, some shadowy puppeteer has been stirring up rival gangs and local bands of savages to enact horrible acts of violence on each other. Somebody is attempting to smokescreen the great powers that be, whether it's Caesar's Legion to the south or the NCR to the north, or all the gangs in between. Something is afoot. A key point of interest. Nuclear missiles, free and available, have been discovered at an old abandoned vault in the middle of Nevada. Whoever could lay claim to these could lay claim to the very future of the Wasteland. Alarmed by the scope of the message you've received and filled with a portentous sense of destiny, the 3 unlikely companions ventured to New Reno to talk to the Bishop family themselves about figuring out how they could get ahead of yet another impending apocalypse here in the Fallout universe. They arrived to a firefight. On one side of the street, the Bishop family with guns ablazing. On the others, the notorious Van Graff, stirred up, just in the manner of all these other rival gangs. Our heroes managed to sneak in through the firefight, get the ear of one Susie Q. Bishop, crown princess of the Bishop crime family, who had believed there was something going on all along. It was too convenient that their old foes had showed up here at this time. It was mysterious, and when presented with this messaging, confirmed her suspicions all along that all of the parties at play were being played by a master puppeteer. They also had the strict pleasure of being introduced to Susie Q. Bishop's #1 begrudging bodyguard, Mr. Hansy, a floating orb covered in weapons with not a hand in sight. Are you wearing a cowboy hat, Hannah? Is that
Absolutely,
canon?
I'm wearing a cowboy hat. And you'll never know this, but I have a tiny little cowboy hat inside the cowboy hat.
I gotta know. I gotta get that hat off. I gotta see it.
The clock is ticking. A force operating from the shadows is moving faster than any of these factions can, and right now just a plucky band of weirdos is aware that there are nuclear missiles somewhere in the desert to be claimed before these foul operators can arrive there. The place, a forgotten ghost town called Candelaria. This is actually a real place too, look it up, it's super fun. It is at the foot of a mountain called, and this is a real place, Mount Diablo, and that is where we are headed. Susie Q says the 5 of them can abscond to the family's Vertibird parked on the roof of the Shark Club here in New Reno. Let's get into it. We open in the thick of things. The backroom negotiations with Susie Q went faster than expected, and your escape plan is now in full chaotic motion. All 5 of you are sprinting across the rooftop of the Shark Club Casino in New Reno. Below you, the streets are a war zone. The hiss of laser fire and the crack of pipe guns echo as the Bishops and the Van Graffs tear each other apart. Your prize, the sleek, pre-war Vertibird, that classic Fallout helicopter, sits waiting on the landing pad. Susie Q is right behind you, shouting over the gunfire in her formal pre-war attire that only the classiest of mobsters here in New Reno could wear. She says, "Get the turbines spinning! We have to get the Candelaria before they do! Mr. Hansy, give them some cover!"
I ignite and start firing off all 3 of my arms. Buzzsaw is going, flame is shooting up, and I'm just firing into the sky. I love the idea that he just goes, "Cowabunga."
Who do we see sprinting towards the Vertibird?
Leonard is dressed in, he's got like a metal armor on his left arm, but like priestly-ish clothes underneath, and I'm just kind of like running as fast as I can, kind of ducking underneath, you know.
But you're not alone, are you?
I am not. I am next to my fearless leader.
Yes, this would be Krotz, who is a priest rather than a raider. He likes to bless, but underneath all that, he is a sleeper build. He is a deadly man as well. He is wearing what can only be described as a full Jedi outfit with the robes and everything. If Jedis underneath the robes wore crop tops instead. He's got some bare belly showing, some bandolier and utility belts. But over that, it's like hey, as soon as he takes off the robe, he is essentially Ken. And his job is beach, but in this version, his job is desert. Who's here to remind you to worship the Lord and the God of the pit. Like, that's his whole thing. But he is sprinting up towards the Vertibird after you. His machete is like bouncing against his leg. He's got pistols. This priest is armed to the teeth. He's ready for action, and he's ready to spread the word.
I'm getting that we've got like a Mojave 7 and a Mojave 12. Is that the vision?
Oh, yeah.
100%, yes.
Jessa, you gotta tell me, who's following up behind these unlikely companions?
Oh, you see a large, looming woman, very, very broad in the shoulder and like broad, like thick arms. And beside her, you see a golden retriever. They are both wearing Vault Tech security armor, including the dog, who has like a little like Vault Tech like branded harness on it. We run up to the platform, and as soon as Mr. Hansy starts firing, you see Coco put herself between Mr. Hansy and the dog. As they reach the door, Coco gets down, and the dog jumps onto her back and then leaps into the opening, and she just dives in immediately after him.
Yeah, and I think to picture Susie Q. Bishop, the crown princess of the Bishop Crime Syndicate, all you have to do is look at Hannah Plays D&D. We're talking, what, like 5'4"? Is that the... Do I have that right?
Yeah,
it's lower.
no,
What is
shut the fuck up, Crot. Yes, I'm 5'4".
Petite, jet black hair, small countenance, and she goes, "Suppressing fire!" And she lays down, pulls out 2 10mm pistols, and just bap, 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 bap on one knee, and goes, "Get that bird moving!" For you, the team, the Vertibird, the hatch is open, but the engines are cold. Somebody needs to get in the pilot seat and get this thing in the air fast. Who is our pilot?
I have no
I
hands.
totally thought we had a pilot. Yeah.
I put some points into pilot.
I think Crot's gonna say, Leonard, be a good chap. You know your way around a motorcycle. I'm sure that a Vertibird is no real different. Maybe a slight step up, but I believe in you, as does the god of the pit.
Thank you. Praise be ever to that god of the pit. I do believe. It's a great,
First time we're hearing Leonard's voice, by the way.
Yeah. Leonard's a pretty quiet guy, but yeah, I'll climb right up in that there pilot seat and get this thing rocking and rolling.
I've realized very quickly now that Crot is definitely an immigrant in this here. in this here.
He came across the border, got stuck.
Your accent has fully just been the thing that has made me trust you and lean on your
That has been my whole thing. That's been my whole thing.
Yeah. Can I offer you something for your character? I think you would be
Please.
wearing glasses that are just wires. There's not actually any lenses.
There's
in
no
them whatsoever.
lenses.
Yes.
Yes.
But you
absolutely
look so smart with
yes.
them on.
Yeah. Actually, oh man, I can't. They're in the other room. Damn it.
He must own books.
I need to grab my glasses from that. That'd be really great. They're up where Hannah's looking. They're up on there.
Do you want to grab your glasses? We can take a second.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me grab
go for
my.
it.
I've been here the whole time.
I've now decided that my chap. Actually, I'm gonna have the glasses down here. He's definitely gonna now be 60.
in the crop top.
Salt and pepper hair.
Crop top, yeah. No, he's had this crop top for this top is clearly you know how that kind of the Jedi used to have that kind of weird folded fabric. It's just that, but only over his chest.
Still a six-pack.
A silver fox.
Oh yeah, no, this guy's. Are you kidding? He's been a viper for the past 20 years.
Shredded.
We're gonna figure out why Mr. Hansy gets his name.
Oh no.
What's the dog's name, Jessa?
The dog's named Mog.
As Mog clambers off of your back, springboard style, into the Vertibird, and you pull your considerable corn-fed bulk into the chopper, Leonard, you feel yourself sliding into the greased, honestly, beautifully cared for leather seats on this pre-war Vertibird.
Like that.
You strap in. I want you to give me an intelligence plus a pilot's test, and of course you have piloting, right?
I do.
The base difficulty for this is 2. We're using the 2D20 system that Fallout, the role-playing game, runs on. So what you need to do is roll under, you said 9, at least twice.
Yes.
Cool.
Got it. Okay. Here we go. Oh! I rolled a 9 and a 4.
Are you freaking
Meets
kidding
it.
me?
Meets it, beats it? Is
Meets
that right?
it, beats it. You've never flown a Vertibird before. With a roar, the turbines spin to life. The Vertibird lurches into the air, clearing the rooftop. Just as a volley of bullets chews into the concrete where it was standing, you see a hot blast of plasma as Suzy Q goes, shit, and jumps, grabs, and with her little body muscles up into the Vertibird.
Very Mission Impossible. I'm liking this.
She got some mustard on her.
I just go.
Just as you leave the rooftop of the Shark Club, it turns to glass beneath you in a hot blue blast of plasma from a Van Graff mortar, and you take off into the air.
This is good. You realize that right is left and left is right in a Vertibird. They kind of swap it around on you. It's like it's inverted.
I
So
believe you can
pull-
actually change that in the settings. If you just go into the gameplay controls, you can change the
the-
X and
can you
Y
invert?
axis, and then it feels a lot better that way.
Yeah, I want to remap the buttons here a little bit. Give me a
You
sec.
should do that. You should do that, dear Leonard. I remember remapping my first set of buttons.
You guys are so smart.
Jessa, this is the furthest above sea level Coco Charlton has ever been, and it's quite a bit. You can see in the distance the beautiful lights of New Reno. You'd only been here for a day. You've only been out of the vault for 24 hours, and already you've seen a lively casino, a huge gunfight, and now the sparkling city before you. It's no New Vegas, but it's getting there, and you don't have a point of comparison. It's just kind of magical.
As far as I'm concerned, this is normal.
This is normal. Wait till you see San Diego. That's gone.
Oh, they have gunfights there too?
Oh, they have gun thoughts everywhere. It's really, oh boy. You haven't spent much time in the Wasteland, have you, my dear chosen child?
No, I'm so lucky to have run into all of y'all. I say this as things are blowing up behind us.
We feel so lucky to have run into you. You have no idea how long we've been searching, my darling.
Oh.
It's true. That's
Susie
right.
Q leans over to Mr. Hansy and says, I'm pretty sure it's a sex thing. I'm not like 100%.
Most definitely. I think that maybe we should steer clear. My hands are not made for such activities.
I'm always wondering, what are they doing down in those vaults? But I think we know what they're doing down in the vaults.
We know exactly what they're doing down at the vaults,
Wild.
darling.
As a just a quick question, Coco Charlton, what vault were you part of?
Oh, the meat vault.
The meat vault. Okay.
Definitely a sex thing.
Definitely a sex thing.
Wow.
You hear that, Mog? I'm a chosen one. Who's a good chosen boy? Who's a good chosen boy?
As you clear the city limits, Leonard, the wind rushes through your... I mean, Justin, you've got long, beautiful hair. What are we working with Leonard here?
Oh, Leonard's got long, uncut. Yeah, I believe that this is a religious thing of like, I was told not to cut my hair shorter than a certain length to ensure my ability to procreate later in life, or else that might lose that. Very wary of cutting implements around my noggin.
Totally fair.
No,
Makes sense.
You better stay clear of Mr. Hansy then if you don't want an impromptu trim.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Leonard,
That buzzsaw
buzzsaw
is not
starts
to be
going.
sniffed at.
your exquisite mane flaps in the wind around your head as you begin to clear the city limits, and a warning light begins to flash on your console. Of the team here, do we feel like anybody would be like keeping an eye on our periphery?
I can see in all directions because I got multiple eyes.
On a roof, on a nearby skyscraper here in New Reno, you see the signature bright plasma blue of a missile launcher charging up as one of the Van Graff thugs heavy weapons teams aims a missile launcher at the Vertibird here. You spot this immediately.
Mr. Hansy goes, "Hold on, we've got company."
Who to what now?
And is just going to put themselves over top dear Susie and try and like lock on to keep Susie safe, not really caring about anybody else in this court.
Well, Mr. Hansy, your knobs are in my face and body region.
It's not a sex thing, just stay still.
We're going to make an opposed roll here as the Van Graff goon attacks the Vertibird. Justin, I think this might be versus you again. Let's just say yes, it is. And what I'm gonna set the criteria here based on how many successes our boy gets. The Van Graff gunner attack here is doing an agility plus big guns test. So he would be... Hey, and you know what? What I like about Fallout is that it's an action economy with it has a meta currency of action points. Because our adventurers are starting mid-adventure, they have 3 action points, and so do I as the game master, your overseer for the evening. But I'm gonna spend all 3 of those right ding dang now. 1 to buy the first die, 2 more action points to buy the second, and he's gonna just let rip. From that, he gets 1 success. Justin, that's all you need to beat here.
Okay.
I would say that this is like an agility and, let's say, piloting again.
So that would be 8. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because I got 0 successes. I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, no one's ever died from a plane crash. We're okay.
he said so confidently, I believe him.
Mr. Hansy, your warning comes way too late. A missile streaks towards the Vertibird. Before Leonard can react, it slams into your starboard turbine with a deafening explosion. The whole craft shudders violently, alarms scream, and a plume of smoke rises up from the engine next to you. You feel yourself beginning to lose altitude, even here just over the desert right now.
I would probably start saying the snake's prayer. Our great snake, hallowed be thy skin. Thy slither come, thy pit be full.
You smell the crackling scent of plasma damage. You've got seconds to brace for impact. Everybody, tell me what you're doing to survive.
Are there any seatbelts?
Yes.
I am buckling myself and my dog in.
Yeah, absolutely happening.
Don't care about anyone else.
You said Susie is petite. How petite? You said 5'4", so are we talking under 150 pounds?
I mean, Hannah, is it weird to ask you how much you weigh on a stream?
I am under 150 pounds.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Hypothetically, Mr. Hansy can carry our dear friend and just slide out and hover and watch the rest of them crash. Hold on, sweet cheeks. Just...
Mr. Hansy scoops his metal appendages underneath your benefactor and just slides out the open side of the Vertibird hovering there in space.
So long. Just disappears.
Well, damn.
Viewed from, like, the ground floor of the desert, there's a beautiful moon out tonight, sparkling stars, and as you see this flaming Vertibird move over the Mojave, just a single glow of a tiny jet moves in front of the moon, holding them. It's like, put me down! In the midst of that, Krot, what are you doing?
He's going to strap himself into the co-pilot seat and do everything he can to kind of just pull this thing up, at least, so that it's kind of level. And as we crash, he's going to strap himself in. But as we crash, he's also going to be singing Amazing Snake slowly to himself.
How does that go?
Amazing snake, how sweet thy egg.
This is... I'll be nice. I think this is going to be a difficulty 2 test. The great god of the pit is watching over you.
No one should ask 2 priests to fly a plane.
Oh, wait. So you're pulling up. I'm going to also just try and help you pull up. Can I just try and add a success to his thing in the assist? Like the way that you can assist someone else and try and get a success with 1d20?
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, with helping, you can always only add just 1 as long as you explain what you're doing to help. In this case, you don't need to because the Amazing Snake song was beautiful. Normally, it would increase the challenge rating by 1 just because more people trying to fix a problem is tricky here. But yeah, so let's do that. So it's still just 2, and all you need is... Zach, you got 1 success,
I got 1 success, yes. I rolled
Right.
1 success, 1 failure.
Hey, you know what would help probably even more? Like, Jessa, do you want to have Coco just throw in and, like, help in some way on top of... Like, you're strong. Make this a group effort instead of just a 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
Yeah.
You know what? She's also going to try and sing the hymn, even though she doesn't know the words.
Yeah, how does that go?
Mog is going to join in as well, so there's some, like,
That's-
howling there as well. Some, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
Which, hey, look, the dog can give a help and assist action as well. They roll separate.
Mog has flopped his head into Leonard's lap in order to comfort him.
Yeah. I think we've made like a chain. Like I'm pulling back on the stick, and I believe Coco has grabbed my hair and is pulling back as well. So
Yes.
we're both pulling.
Definitely a sex thing.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
It's
not a sex
definitely a
thing.
sex
It's
thing.
not a sex thing, I
Oh!
swear.
I wasn't sure, but now I am.
I just like the idea. It's not a sex thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not. Just
I
because
swear.
I'm turned on by this does not make it a sexual thing.
Everybody roll their stuff and tell me how they did.
Wait, what I was rolling?
You said you were also pulling, so everyone's doing strength and athletics.
1 success.
We need 1 more to survive.
You got 2.
Hey! Extra action
just
point in the
success.
pool. It's not a sex thing as the Vertibird falls out of the sky past you. But you see at the last minute that quite gracefully the tail rotor dips down, and before it smashes into a large dune, the Vertibird kicks back and softly, right before it hits, somebody's toe slips, activating a rubber life raft function from underneath the Vertibird. A large emergency raft deploys, uselessly spitting out the side of the Vertibird as you slam into a dune hard, sending each of you flying.
I'm gracefully lowering my beautiful princess to the ground, and we land just a little bit a ways from them. I set her gently down on the dunes as she shoves herself from me. And I'm going to kind of give her a gentle pat with the edge of my pistol, with like a clank clank, before I begin to hover over and go check for the survivors.
Hopefully we can loot the bodies.
Is what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I... Girl after my own heart. Let's go.
Let's check. The silence is total for a moment, broken only by the cracks of electrical fires and the groan of twisted metal. You're alive somehow. The Vertibird is torn in half. The tail just sunders off the back, softly and with a groan, sort of like an old person settling into a tub. And Susie Q is dazed, but definitely in a better situation you are. The moon is rising into the sky here in the night in the Mojave. You are miles from anywhere.
Wow.
Praise be.
By the grace of the god of the pit, we have made it.
We all live to be consumed another day.
Yeah, your snake god's really something.
Yeah, you say that again.
We've been trying to spread the word for so long. Our cult was decimated, and with you spreading the word with us, we will... Oh, it's good to have you with us.
I fully don't understand what's going on here, but I'm on your team.
Amen.
Susie Q turns to you, Mr. Hands, who's like, oh, splendid. They're alive.
Slightly disappointing, but at least we have more backup.
Oh, hey, y'all are alive.
We thought when you jumped out, that was just it for you.
No, thrusters and all hovering. It's quite lovely. Which direction are we heading?
Thrusters? Is that a sex thing?
Can't believe that's going to be the running bit.
That's going to be the title of the episode.
You're watching Fallout Royal Flush on the panic table. Anaconda. It's a sex thing.
Is that a sex thing?
Thing.
It's perfect. Anaconda. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The wind whips up off the lonely Mojave. You are in the wastes, and the wastes never change. I'm really excited because of this terrible turn of events. We get to use the Fallout Royal Flush new camping feature here. All of you would know just how dangerous the desert can be at night out here in the wastes. So let's go camping. Among each of you, who do we think like the designated survival test leader would be here?
One of my tag skills is survival.
So it's one of mine. So if I can help with that, we are.
Coco Charlton, you really are a woman of surprises.
It's all
survival in the vault.
It's all book knowledge. That's nothing compared to what y'all have.
Have I ever taught you how to roast an iguana?
Oh, yeah, I reach into my pack and also pull out a roasted iguana.
I think they should kiss.
You know, if these had any lenses in them, I would have to wipe them clean. That's fantastic.
What if we kissed in the snake pit?
What if we kissed in a snake? What if we kissed over our iguanas on a stick? Let's put those theory skills to the test. I'd like to see what you've got.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm happy to help. Come on, Monk. Let's do this thing.
Anyone need a light? And start using my flame gun to kind of light the way.
Oh!
Jessa, it goes to you, Coco Charlton, to perceive a kiss. So you're doing a perception plus survival test, and you're going to roll your 2d20. Difficulty of 2.
2, come on, babies. Let's see. That is I got a 1. And a 19.
Hey!
But the 1 counts as 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes!
That's a critical.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not only do you find the perfect spot, you're safe. There's no complications. A crazy thing you have to do if there are complications, you have to roll on a table for who else is out here in the desert, which is pretty great. But in this case, so you tell me what you find out here in the Mojave.
Do you think we find a little mini... Is a mini oasis too much, or...
I think I was going to go full oasis. You want a mini oasis? It's cuter.
There's a couple of palm trees around, some date palms. There's definitely a little bit of water moving through. The way the dunes are set up, you can't really see the oasis until you're right on top of it. So it's hard to see it from a distance. You know, there's sand coming up on all sides to kind of create a valley that it sits in. So it's just a very concealed sort of spot. You have to be right up on it to even know it was there.
I think I see in Coco walk up to it. I'm like, no, this is a hallucination. Look, we've been here, me and Krot, obviously. You just walk right through, and I just walk into the palm tree. believing it's not there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm sober. Oh, wait.
First time in a long time.
Hold on now.
Now you decide the level of camp you want to make, and just as the camp leader, I think Coco Charlton is still, if there's one thing that they taught in Meat Vault, it's how to set up shop.
I think simple is best. It's definitely not just me being worried that I'll mess it up and then you all will judge me. But just absolutely based on
This is your first time setting up a real camp.
Is it obvious?
No. We're all very, very impressed. The god of the pit is also
Okay.
very, very impressed. He
talks to you.
I do believe that he smiles hungrily upon you from a distance.
from a great distance,
In our hearts, too. Is that right?
unblinking. Yes.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
No, it's in the original older, recitings of the snake god and from Faust, we do believe that, though he has wrath, the newer scriptures do preach that he is also hungry and unsatiable. So, there's two sides.
Oh,
You'll understand when you shed your first skin.
I suppose that's not too much to ask.
I'm gonna go find another place to camp, I think.
I think I
Yeah.
agree.
No, stay. This is my first camp ever. You can't go. I'll make a spot just for you. Okay, what are we gonna do?
To establish a level 1 camp, which is just nothing, it has a difficulty of 0, which means you can just do it. However, there are benefits to rolling because
More AP.
unless you critically fail, you basically get free AP.
Is that one free? Then we'll go one level up above. We'll do a level.
Difficulty 2.
Level 2, difficulty 2.
And you're doing perception and survival.
Are we able to help with any of these?
I would love to help.
If 2 of you are helping, it now becomes difficulty 3. However, let's say if you get 3 successes, we'll just call it a level 3 camp, right? Like the more people, so.
I got 1 success.
Yeah, I want to see if I can salvage stuff from the Vertibird. So can I use my intelligence and science?
Oh yeah, do it.
Yeah, can I use my intelligence and survival?
Yes. I love that a robot has survival.
That's a 1.
Critical success.
Oh! I'm trying to get stuff out of the Vertibird. I rolled a 20.
How wonderful. I'm so
Sorry.
pleased to hear it.
No!
You re-blow yourself up.
It's my fault.
I like to think Mr. Hansy goes to the Vertibird and just starts snapping the rotors off and then turns them into like a lean-to,
For sure. I'm taking that buzzsaw clean
Yes,
through.
yes.
These sparks are going, my eyes are going. I'm just one moment.
Mr. Hansy, you earned the
earned the 3.
the
I
crit.
got a yield nat 1, so yeah.
Yeah, do you want to upgrade the camp to a fancy level 3, or do you want to put that extra point in the bank?
Oh, I'll put the extra point in the bank.
Okay,
I
great.
think
So
that,
you're up to 5
we're
AP.
okay. Because it says on the traits, because I've got them up in front of me, protects us from cold exposure, and the other one protects us from heat exposure. So that seems like this. If we've literally just crashed in the desert, that makes sense to me to be
Shelter
those
and
are the
camp.
2 things that we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also makes sense too. If you add shelter, then your campfire becomes less visible.
Yeah.
So
Let's do that. That
All right.
sounds grand.
Down.
Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
And where do I set up there? Is there going to be a place where we can do baptisms?
There is the water.
They were right next to an oasis.
Coco, I know you're new to this, but, let me know. You're ready to take the plunge.
How does a snake baptism go?
It very messily.
You bathe in venom.
So, when you found me in that pit of snakes, that wasn't a baptism already?
That's a good point.
That's a great point. Which brings up a great point.
Who are we to question the chosen Messiah herself?
it just doesn't sound like you have a codified understanding of your religion. I'm a little.
Hang on, let me meditate and consult my God.
Nobody look at him. Everybody turn around.
The God says you're good. Fuck it.
That's so impressive. Wow.
What would be a does it still count as a success, but with a complication?
Yes. So I am happy to offer complications to you here in the middle of the Mojave, in the middle of the night, in a perfectly safe, irradiated nuclear wasteland. I am also taking suggestions.
I think we should have a visitor.
As this unlikely homestead springs to here at this entirely unlikely oasis in the midst of the Mojave Desert, you can barely hear it. At first, just a low, almost keening, and then the deeper bass notes come into play as a sound, to two of you at least, deeply familiar, the roar of a lone motorcycle.
What is that? Is that the snake god?
That would be members of the Viper clan.
Would it be? Hold on now.
We should lay low for now. They're not to be messed with.
Susie stops smoking her cigar that she's produced from absolutely nowhere to say they're gonna find the Vertibird.
Fuck.
Fuck indeed. Fuck indeed.
Do you get a sense of how many bikes there are? Does it sound like a cacophony of about 4 or 5, or is it just like a lone scout?
I would trade you like a perception check for that. Yeah.
I put my ear to the ground, and I'm like, oh, what does it sound like? About 900 cc's.
Oh, Leonard, for heaven's sakes, it's sand. It doesn't do that.
Hold on.
Leonard, stop it.
Sorry.
I've told you countless times that doesn't work. You just look. Look with your eyes.
In Fallout, the role-playing game, you can also spend an action point to just get me to tell you something.
Hold on now. 7 horses. One of them's missing a leg. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. You're trying to count them.
Leonard.
That's either 7 horses, one of them missing a leg, or that's a motorcycle. Hold on.
Wow. Okay, so I rolled 2d20 for my, what was it, perception and one more, sorry?
Survival, let's do.
Okay. So I rolled a 1, and survival is a tag skill, so I
So it's
get,
already a
like,
crit anyway.
Yeah, but I also rolled a
Wow.
20.
Oh, really?
What?
So I get the crit, terrific. So we're up to max AP, but there is a complication somehow, somewhere.
Your question was, Krot, how many bikers are there?
Yes.
You
I regret
hear
phrasing this.
exactly 2 bikes, and you're not wrong. They have the familiar roar of the heavy CCs of classic Viper Gang, which is to you instantly mysterious because there haven't been Viper Clan on bikes in almost a decade, right? They were wiped out by the NCR, and so to hear that beautiful sound brings joy to your heart right up until they both get very near and cut off.
I was just, because I have like weird extendable eyes, I was wondering if I could like go right up to like the edge of the dune and just pop like one eye over.
Oh yeah, that's agility plus sneak.
Yeah, sneak.
Yeah, let's do agility plus sneak for you to just stick your little eyeball up. Coco, how are you feeling as this thunder you've never heard before?
Maybe it's friendly.
We got 2 fails.
Do you want to use some extra AP for that? We have so many points.
Yeah, can I use an AP,
But
guys?
yeah, have another one.
Yeah, roll 2 more. Roll 2 more with the AP.
It's a 12. I'll roll another. I'll burn another AP.
2 more AP.
All right, that's a 1.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, Mr. Hansi, tell me what you see.
2 guys walking up. They've turned off their bikes and they're like being really quiet, see if they can hear something nearby. They've clocked the chopper off in the distance, but they don't see us just yet.
How far away are we from the chopper?
Like 3-4 zones away.
Okay, so too far to like throw something or shoot something at the chopper.
Have they left their motorcycles?
They have.
Do they have cool sidecars?
They don't.
I have pretty good talkie ability. We
You want to
could
go riz these these bikers?
try rizzing up these people, convert them to our cause, perhaps. I'm ready to make some friends. Look, my mom always said, strangers are just friends you haven't disappointed yet. So let's just let's get to whatever we need to get to.
You hear on the wind the soft susurrus of leather chaps and waxed denim as these men start to get closer and closer, and you hear gravelly voices as one's like, I heard it was close. It's got to be somewhere around here. That Vertibird, they can't be far. The other one's like, I'm hungry.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
The other voice is like, Reginald, I told you to eat before we left. Reginald's like, I know. I just, the desert makes me so hungry. Something about the air tonight is, it's just me, Reginald the biker. Didn't mean to start as Kermit, and I'm not ashamed of it a little bit. But he's like, no, bro, do you smell that? That's And he's like, bro, don't sniff me. Get off me, dude. And he's like, you just smell so scrumptious. Is that roasted dates? What?
It's a sex thing.
It's definitely a sex thing.
Okay, now for them, look, you were saying it was baseless accusations, but that is a little bit of a sex thing.
You get the sense that left to his devices, Reginald's nose is going to bring him straight to you. But for the moment, his companions.
I grab a plate of roasted dates.
You know what? That's great.
Gentlemen, you look famished. Please.
From nowhere.
Yeah, from like, I'm gonna kind of go diagonal around the dune and then come out more of like sideways. And
you hear Reginald, who's wearing this terrifying. As you look into the darkness, they haven't spotted you yet. You've actually come out, like, let's say you flank them if that works for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and you see just this hulk of a guy who's like, the Mojave really is just, it's quite magical at night. It's
wow,
I never really, I'm just kind of enjoying this whole scenario with you. And the other guy's like, Reginald, shut up, just shut up. And you pop out and you say, what, Leonard?
Gentlemen, it looks like you guys would love to have a few roasted dates. Might I interest you in a bite to eat?
It's so quiet that you can actually hear as one of these bikers pisses themselves. Just the soft trickle on the denim, waxy as it is, as one.
That's a sex thing.
Yeah.
Venom and venom.
You've been watching the Panic Table. It's a sex thing.
It's always a sex thing.
Yeah, the smaller, stockier guy turns around and goes, "Who's there? Show yourself before we start shooting."
Now, fingers off the triggers, my brothers. Let me just say, my hands are full of dates for you. All right, let's bring the temperature down just a little bit before nightfall. All right.
Maybe it's a seductress spirit, says Reginald. Yeah. Come to tempt us like in the legends of old.
Hold on now. There won't be no succubusing happening here tonight.
Desert succubus.
Leroy, I will submit my body to it so that you might find a more strategic position from which to flee.
Whoa,
Come to
hold
me,
down now.
Night Angel. And so you have one believer, and yeah, Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
This is going to be an opposed test. What is your goal here, Justin?
Yeah, I think I'm not necessarily trying to get them on our side, but I'm like, hey, we all want the same thing here, to survive in the desert. You guys are kind of far out.
I was gonna make this in like an obstacle of 3 because you have the hot dates with you. I'm gonna knock this down to a 2 for you.
Yeah, and I mean, Mr. Handsy's like having Susie pick it up on the wind and like still roasting it, so it's really in the air right now.
Waft, Mr. Hansy, waft.
Go, Leonard, go.
I think Reginald's all in, so it's really just this other guy.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have his perception and survival versus your charisma and speech. He fails on both.
So I just need to hit a 13 or lower on one of these. Let's see. And they're automatic crits since they're my tag.
It's your tag skill, so
For my
it
success.
automatically crits if you work. I need to raise these obstacles.
Okay. I actually only hit one, which is an auto crit, which means I get 2 successes, but I also rolled a 20.
You twice now you've done that?
Oh my god.
Justin,
So you
it's your show.
Crit success. But okay.
Leonard, what happens next?
I have a suggestion if you want one.
Yeah, give me a suggestion.
I think that the wafting smell of dates has gotten to Mog, and I think that Mog goes and chases after the plate in Leonard's hand. And just launches himself at it
Yeah.
Great.
and knocks it over. Is that sufficiently complicated?
I think not just that. I think I think Mog is like, no, wait, this is a desert succubus. And begins to strip down and chase me.
Wait, Mog strips down?
Leroy, Reginald.
Reginald's like, take me.
I think Leroy.
In the moonlight, Leonard,
Yes.
your hair blows in the gentle Mojave wind. It's a warm night so far. It's getting cooler everywhere, even by the minute. But for the moment, it feels mid-September, crisp. It's perfect. It's hard to tell your outline, and you're a good-looking dude. We've established you're a Mojave 7 as compared to Krotz 12. Your voice is fine, and from that,
As a true succubus is.
yeah. Reginald's like, holy shit, this is really happening. And Leroy goes, oh, I should get out my wiener. I'm going to get my wiener out.
Now wait. Now hold on. One fast, quick one.
This is a sex thing.
No.
No.
Wait.
No.
Leonard, before the chaos of the date tray flipping over, you spot, no check necessary from these morons, that they're wearing stupid mockeries of true Snake Clan garb. One guy's got the like cowboy fringe that's customary for some of you to wear that kind of drapes over, looking like a bandana, but that's been cut into sort of ceremonial strips in front of that. They got that right, except that it's like if a kindergartner did it, it's not real snake skin. It's just, a piece of leather over that. The other guy has drawn like a cool S, but then just added a snake tongue to it in sort of a lame fashion on stuff. These are posers, and one of them has their dick out. So that's when so you just notice that scot-free as Mog crashes into the dates, at which point Leroy comes to him and goes, it's not a sex thing. It's not a sex thing.
I think in that moment I'm gonna be like, now hold on. Now, if you reach for that weapon, I got a whole posse of people who are about to unload on you right over that dune, and you don't want none of that heat.
Dick out, you see Leroy dive for his gun.
I just yell to the rest of the crew, guys, somebody, hey, he's going for the gun.
My eye's been there the whole time, so as soon as they start diving for guns, I rise from the sand dune.
So it sounds like we're going into kill mode. That's what's happening here?
I mean, he's got his dick out and he's getting his gun out, so I feel like...
Yeah, that's 2 points against him.
2 strikes.
Before we even do an initiative, if you want to try to murder this guy, you can just automatically take your turn.
Oh, wait, hold on, back up, wait a minute, let me put some Luda in it. I can re-roll a d20 because I'm a smooth talker. So,
oh baby,
hold
Using
on,
those perks.
Hold on, I'm forgetting about my perks.
A key trait of the Fallout TTRPG. Check it out now.
I'm gonna re-roll the 20 that I rolled because I do not want that critical failure. And that is going to become an 11, which is another success, which counts as a critical success. So that would be 2 successes. So I now have 4 successes on that
We're
roll.
up to maximum AP again.
You see Leroy's hand freeze. He goes, hold on. What, are you trying to butter my bread or steal my Nuka-Cola? Because my trigger finger's getting confused.
He's like a jock now.
Reginald's like, I am also somewhat confused.
Look, there ain't nothing out here for either of you two now. I can see that you're men of high repute, seeing as you are part of the Viper Initiative. And you know what? Let me just feed you some dates so that you could be on your merry way.
Pay no attention to the flaming Vertibird.
Reginald's like, you're either the slickest talker this side of New Reno or you've got a bad case of the rad rattles.
As I walk them over to their bikes, as I'm there, I just kind of pull the fuel lines on each of their bikes. Get on your bikes and be on your merry. I hope that these dates sustain you and keep you, and may the good Viper from the depths of the pit bless you.
This is the most unique and bewildering experience I've had out here in the Mojave, says Reginald. Leroy is like, hey, it's hard to find a port in a storm out here on the sand, but, I thank you for your hospitality, for the alluring sense of mystery you've offered us. Say, also, have you seen whoever crashed that Vertibird over there? We're trying to kill a bunch of people.
And I light a match on the ground and the bikes explode in flames as I walk away from the explosion.
You could have just said no.
Okay, look, I can't. There's only so much I can talk my way, and I'm just not going to deal with that anymore.
Amazing snake.
How sweet. I rattle.
Well, let's eat.
You're watching our completely original adventure, Anaconda, for Fallout, the role-playing game Royal Flush, on pre-order now. The link is down in the bio. This is the Panic Table. If you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, where you could download this adventure for free and play along with us, do that. What are you doing with yourselves? We are halfway through. We're gonna take a quick break here in our adventure. We'll be right back. The Mojave. The sun rises. On gentle dunes, your concealed campsite passes the evening undiscovered, the scent of dates washed away by the smell of burning diesel, the smoldering wreckage of the Vertibird that crashed the night before smokes the last bits of plasma and melted steel hardening into a congealed surface in the distance. And in the foreground, grains of sand blow to conceal a charred biker penis that has been blown off into the sand. The camera racks focus from the sand gently covering the burnt and blistered separated member, content warning, too late now, into the distance beyond your campsite. And there you can see on the horizon, just a short trek away, conveniently, is Mount Diablo, an actual place in Nevada. Look it up. We're here to learn things. We're here to grow. There it looms on the horizon, your destination. As you wake up from camp, normally there's a camp procedure to break down camp. I don't think this is a camp we care about or need to return to, is it? Your companion, Susie Q. Bishop, the crown princess of the crime syndicate of New Reno, stands, her pleated skirt gently flapping in the wind, her high shine shoes glinting in the morning sun. We need to get there. We need to get the Candelaria and get those stolen missiles. You hear a rumbling in the distance, and I think that's what wakes each of you up from camp, to hear this grim assessment of the situation as Susie Q says these things. And there on the horizon looks like thunder. You know that dust cloud, Mad Max, just the sandstorm of the century that's rolling in. It looks like that way in the distance, because from where you are, here with the sun up above the wasteland, you can see for miles in every direction on this clear day. The rumbling isn't a natural occurrence. It is thousands of motorcycles. Here we are. You can see Candelaria in the distance at the foot of Mount Diablo. It looks about half a day's journey on foot, and looking in the other direction, it looks like you've got about 12 hours before they show up, give or take.
Guys, we got to get a move on, because there's some number of horses with some number of legs making their way across this desert right now.
Leonard, I will bust
Just
your
saying,
face.
I don't know how fast these horses are moving if they don't have all their legs.
It's once again the motorcycles. We've never seen a horse.
Yet. Keep the eyes peeled.
You can see Mount Diablo. You can see in the expanse of the wasteland beneath it, emerging like a black snake winding its way up into the only foothills in the distance, is a freeway arcing up out of the sand where it rises from its grave deep beneath the dunes. We are going to trek there. We're going to start with a base of 0, and then I add 1 because you're unfamiliar with the area, and then I'm going to add another 1 because the terrain is difficult. Let's choose a navigator.
I got a 7 in perception, 3 in survival.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's probably the best one we have.
Yeah.
Can I get extra because I can see in all directions and hover?
Now, what do you mean extra?
I mean just a little bit lighter of a check, maybe.
We are using the navigating rules from Fallout Royal Flush, so in this, you get to set the pace, Hannah. That's a great question. of can I put some extra stank on this. It's a short but crucial journey, so I would say that you get to like choose Oregon Trail style if you're trying to go like fast and dangerous, normal, and fine-ish or slow and safe. I would recommend a normal pace, but you could also crank it up.
A normal pace sounds pretty good. Normally, if I was by myself, I would go fast and rough, not a sex thing. But because I have my dear Susie to take care of, I gotta make sure that she makes it across. So we'll go normal.
It reduces the difficulty by 1, taking this from a difficulty of 2 to a difficulty of 1, but the complication range increases. So that means if you roll a 19 or a 20, the Wasteland will have something to say about what you're up to. So endurance plus survival. The difficulty is only 1. Everybody has to roll because everybody's doing it. I will also roll for Susie Q, and Coco, you can roll for your mud.
Got a nat 1.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Woo! Hell yeah.
I succeed.
Susie fails and complains the entire time.
At a certain point, I carry her.
I failed.
Both Coco and Mog succeeded.
You were all feeling quite parched, with the notable exception of Mr. Hansy by the time you arrive.
I
Go ahead.
just happen to have 4 purified waters in my inventory, so if I
No
can
one's
just-
feeling thirsty at all. Everything's fine, and the desert is barely
Shut
an
up,
inconvenience.
GM. That's how it works.
All right, goodbye purified water.
The going is fairly easy once you reach the cracked but stable tarmac of Route 349 emerging from the sand. And the first landmark you see is the archway of a collapsed highway overpass, sort of look just on either side of the freeway, marking this freeway that's becomes sort of a one-street town after this. So looming over the access point there are the remains of just a stretch of highway. You can see some idle, rusted out cars on top from the Great Wars, and then the huge columns, and then on either side just collapsed freeway going in either direction. From here, it's sort of a one-horse town, as many legs as you please, Leonard. The town of Candelaria bakes in the midday sun, a haphazard collection of scrap metal shacks and crumbling pre-war brick huddled at the base of this low mountain, Mount Diablo in the distance, in a dusty clearing that passes for a town square to see a smattering of Wasteland townsfolk gathered there. The normal bric-a-brac of a small settlement, focused on a man with long, beautiful hair, graying at the temples, in tattered robes, standing before the massive sealed doors of a church just off of the town square. He gestures towards Mount Diablo, and you can't quite hear his voice yet as you walk up, but you can see the gleam, as there are 2 telltale things. You recognize it right away. The brass and gold of a Vault-Tec vault, its door jarred open there at the base of Mount Diablo. This must have been a site where Vault-Tec set up for something. But more conspicuous than that, like a gaping maw around it, not like a sculpture of a gaping maw around that, a fanged serpent around and it looks to be made out of scrap metal and trash, and it glistens in the morning sun. A lot of glistening going on in this campaign.
This is the most exciting thing that I think. Trot will turn to Leonard and be, it cannot be. A resurgence, unlike anything I've seen in decades.
I don't believe it, brother. This is incredible. This might be the beginning of a new church, a new prosperous
age.
future.
It's clear that you're stepping into a sermon of sorts. His voice echoes to the other side of this one-horse town with spiritual fervor as he says, "The great serpent tests us.
Woo!
Yes, he does.
Preach.
It sends trials to weed the weak from the strong.
That's right.
But we, the children of the Viper,
Indeed.
Aren't we all?
shall not be found wanting."
That's right.
He gestures to that giant, grotesque snake skull sculpture framing the vault door. Its fangs made from unmistakable warheads of massive missiles. Just as the crowd murmurs in agreement with some hallelujahs and slew, a sharp voice cuts through the air. Faith ain't gonna stop a bullet, Hass. A woman with a rifle slung over her shoulder strides into the square. And he goes, now dang it, Marin, I was giving a good speech. You can't just start talking. And she goes, I don't want to hear it. Her face is a mask of weary frustration. While you're teaching them prayers, I'm out here trying to figure out how we're going to feed them next week. And the pump is busted again, and your test of faith ain't going to fix it. And Hess lowers his arms, his expression turning from zealous passion to pity, and he goes, you see only dirt. Look at your feet, Marin. Nothing but filth. The serpent sees the path. Have faith. And she goes, I'll have faith when that wrench starts swinging. Get back to work, y'all, she says, looking at the crowd, and they grumble. You seem to have come across a town divided. This can't be. It doesn't look like the Viper cult. Not as you remember it. There's no denim here. There are no motorcycles to be seen. There's just a bunch of podunk wasteland farmers. But a few of them are wearing what looks like imitation of snakeskin robes on some side, and on the other you've got workajos holding pitchforks and looking confused. This is Candelaria. As you can see here, there's not much to look at. A general store, you see a Brahmin pin with those famous two-headed cows that have cropped up here in the waste. A few other landmarks are available for your looking at. You are currently in the town square designated there. Welcome to Candelaria.
A wondrous place. I'm wondering what Susie is doing as soon as, Susie sees the warheads.
Susie is not an idiot, and so I think for this moment, she sees them, and she locks eyes with you.
Can I grab the attention of the guy who's speaking?
Yeah, you push your way through the crowd as Hess, as this guy is called.
Hess.
It goes, witness, a sandstorm is a-coming. We should take faith that the way will be revealed to us by he that slithers in the dawn. Do not tarry in the field. Do not struggle with the stones. The serpent will provide.
The serpent will provide. Hess. May I add a few extra S's just out of respect?
He clocks you immediately, and his eyes sparkle.
Pastor Hess.
Slap my scales and call me Pappy. Leonard, is that you?
That's right. My goodness, Pastor Hess, it's been years since the whole breakup with the NCR.
I haven't seen the likes of you since Papa John sat upon that scaly throne.
Oh, Papa John, our great father, Jonathan Faust.
Blessed be the Fang.
Blessed be. May his lidless eyes watch over us.
Welcome.
I would be honored if I could help in any way. We are missionaries trying to spread the word of the great God of the pit.
See what I did over there? It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, listen, he's looking at the warheads big.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I know what those are.
It's a big snake.
That reads.
No, I get that. That's
right.
It's really
We
that's
ruined
really
the
good.
backhoe, but I think it was worth it.
Very clearly a snake, just so you know.
Good. I stood back and I was like, does this read?
From a distance.
Man, these podunk farmers, let me tell you, they were pissed when they saw what we did with all their tractors, but I think it's beautiful.
No. And I must say, the fangs in particular, where did you acquire such an uncanny resemblance to the god himself?
Acquire nothing, you hear from the other side of the street there. And Marin, who's just wearing humble workman's attire, like a salvaged Vault-Tec vault suit, probably bearing the same number of whatever that one's going to say when you get up to it. I'm scared to assign a number because there's people who know the number of every single vault, and yeah.
No, it's unreadable. It's smudged.
It's smeared by poop.
Piss.
God, I'm so derailed by piss. I forgot the joke there. She goes, acquired nothing. They done lifted it from inside that there raided vault. Got lucky with a password. Turns out 0000 was the code those numbskulls were using down there.
The sacred
The
numbers.
number of the snake.
Papa John.
They're all They are eggs swallowed whole by the great Lord.
Blessed be the Fang.
Blessed be the Fang. May he swallow a number of zeros.
That's right.
CZQ leans over to you, hands. He's like, I'm I think I'm just gonna start shooting. I'll take the ones on the left. You take the ones on the right.
Susie, he who controls the masses controls the warheads.
And I like let my fingers like fall, so it's like one saw, one pistol. I go, hiss.
Yes, the great serpent has led us here. We have been shown the way.
She gets it. Oh my lord, she gets it.
In fact, I'm gonna have Susie roll right now. Like she's making.
I'll help.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Susie like steps forward and kind of like straightens up. The not a spot on her sleek black formal attire. Let's see what she's. So I'm gonna roll charisma plus speed. She's actually got a really high one. Here. So all I have to do.
It's my Susie.
Yeah, I have to beat a 12, which she doesn't do. She doesn't crit fail. She just kind of like fails. What about how'd you do, Mr. Hansy?
I'm just joining in on the hiss, but it's kind of coming out in this like gargled, like mechanical fashion that sounds very like megaphone. That goes hiss.
Good.
We're gonna do charisma to speech probably. Seems like the way to go. Holy shit! You're not gonna believe me, so I'm gonna take a picture. I rolled 2 nat ones.
Snake eye.
Damn.
Hell yeah!
Susie accused like, so like, blessed be the fang or whatever, and Hess is like, blessed be the fang or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Chica gets it.
Yeah, Crot, you think we should tell them about the thousands of motorcycles that are coming their way to steal those warheads from them?
A very good point. And may I take this opportunity to introduce a very special person in Coco Charlton, who we found in a pit of vipers, unharmed, I might like to add.
Thousands of motorcycles, says Marin.
She warns correctly. There are 1,000 bikers on the way. They are here to ravage and plunder.
I don't think any persuasion is necessary, because even from here you can hear the thunder. And Marin looking out there is like, that ain't no sandstorm?
No, and that's not 1,000 horses with missing legs either.
Which we would all naturally assume.
That's right. The first guess.
That was my next question. I was going to ask that.
That's right. Yeah, I listened.
Okay, thank you for settling that. Who are you freaks?
Just ones who have found their way in the light of the scaled one. Is
Mr. Hansy is programmed correctly.
We're here to help.
Susie, who's just like still toddling off towards the vault, is like, yeah, super religious. You looking out there sense that you have about 8 hours, I would say, until this group gets here. When they do, it's game over. What do we want to do? I will paint this a little bigger. This isn't in specifically Fallout itself, but it's a 2d20 thing, an effort threshold here. We need, over the next 8 hours, to get 15 successes in order to fortify this town or come up with something. Basically, all of this is at your disposal. Everything on the map here that you can look at, these locations are all interesting and have stuff you can do. And, you know, I'm also open to other ideas of how you might prepare this town for what's coming next. And, or pitch me a different plan. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. But you need 15 successes across at least 4 different what we're going to call breakthroughs. That means you can't just spam one activity with a bunch of successes. We need 4 distinct means of preparing for what's happening next to have these successes across. The base difficulty for everything is going to be around 3, and that can go up or down depending on how ingenious your suggestions are or what it is you pitch or how insane it is. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about, like, the problem at hand? Anaconda. It's called that because you can feel the squeeze of these serpentine bikers as they get closer and closer. That's the situation before us, my friends. Thoughts, concerns, accusations.
Are the bikers coming from the west or the east?
the highway.
On the map, they would be coming from bottom left.
I'd like to try and activate the townsfolk. I'd like to give a rousing speech to see if we can get everybody on board to know what's happening and weapon up and start like helping us fortify and things like that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can get a lot of the townsfolk who can't fight into the vault or something. If they're coming up from the southwest, is there a way that we could rig the gas station to explode when they come past?
I'm sure we could.
What an excellent suggestion. I love that.
Right? Like, the ruined gas station is right past the overpass just on the entrance into town. They come through, we blow it, we take out a bunch of their numbers.
Yeah, I think that's great. I was gonna say that we basically, you said the Brahmin Earth, the two-headed cows.
Yeah, there's a whole herd of them in a pen next to the
I was gonna
general
say
store.
maybe we stop them even further towards the pass. We make a roadblock.
It's
Like literally cartoon style, like hundreds of fucking cows in the road, so they gotta trek it on foot. I'd also maybe suggest if there's a saloon and there's alcohol, we like start making Molotov cocktails left and right. Just prep that shit.
Is there a way with scrap that we could like build turrets? Like that's a thing.
like
I would say
Gatling guns.
Tall challenge, but for the right person,
There's a massive radio tower. I'm assuming that's still operational.
it looks beat to shit, but it's still standing.
Still standing? Okay. Well, if it can broadcast, that's all I care about.
Does anyone want to use me like a genie with the AP points?
I will.
What's your question, my beautiful man?
Is there something in the vault of Mount Diablo that can be put to use in
Two
this
things.
situation?
That I will surrender to you for free. It would be a tall order to simply make turrets unless you were very good at that kind of thing out of just the scrap. Vaultec has defensive technology that it might need some love, but it's likely that there are turrets outside of the vault itself. It has also apparently been converted into a snake temple, so it's hard to say what's going on inside there.
I think we should move the warheads inside the vault, just out of an abundance of precaution. Like, if the warheads themselves are in the vault with the, like...
My thing is, will the religious zealots stand for you to defang the Viper?
Well, see, we're actually stopping them from defanging the Viper, because that's what they're coming to do. So we're taking the fangs to... By defanging the Viper, we're protecting it, so that they don't just take the fang.
I have one concern in removing the things that are hanging from the mouth of this Viper. You're going to move the nuclear warheads.
I used glue.
From I feel like that is just look, it'll end the AP real quick.
I'll stick to, I would like to try and rig the gas station.
Gas station, I think, is a
I
must.
think that's a fab idea.
The gas station's absolutely a must. I think the Brahmin pen is also a must. I think we focus on those two, and then if Leonard wants to do a rousing speech towards the townfolk to grab some weapons from the vault and defend their town, I reckon that's a good third
I'd like-
option. Is that like a good base?
Yeah, I'd like to spend another AP to learn more about the town radio.
Okay, we're down to 4.
What is the situation there?
It's a sex thing.
I knew it. I knew it.
The radio tower looks like it would be capable of transmitting. Probably not all the way to NCR headquarters. Like, I don't think you could get a flare up for the big guns to come in, but there's a chance to maybe call for help.
Would it go to like the radios in people's homes?
Yeah.
Make his own little mega church.
Praise the snake god. You start singing Amazing Snake all over again.
That is crazy, and I won't rule it out.
So the current ideas are rig the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
We have blockade with the cows.
Uh-huh.
We have teleevangelism. We have Molotov cocktail saloon. We probably need one more to hit our quota, right?
Arming the
If
villagers.
it's 3 each. Arm
The
the
militia,
villagers.
yeah.
The militia. Right, that's 5, 3 each ish.
You stand in Candelaria, the town of the site of a nascent viper cult, emerging anew. The way of the serpent might be laid bare after all, but the raiders are growing ever closer. You have a bunch of good plans. Where would you like to start?
Start at one end and work towards the other. All right.
It's a great idea.
All right, let's start with the gas station.
And you
then.
can split up too if you'd like to. Like, we can ping pong it.
Yeah, we can totally do that, yeah.
Great. Cool. Who's heading down to the old gas station, which reads in beautiful Fallout cursive, Poseidon over the gas station. It's one of the old Poseidon stations there. And Marin, who's fallen in step with you, is like, those underground tanks are probably not entirely empty. I bet your plan could be a good one. Get a big old fireball going.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was thinking. We just take in my perfect world, we'd be able to run something across the road that when they drove across it, it would trigger the explosion.
I think that's fucking cool. Pardon my French. Sorry, I get real.
Oh, you speak French?
Well, yeah. No, that's a manner of speaking. I can never deal with you vault dwellers directly. You sure are pretty. I'm sorry. I just say what I'm thinking when I'm nervous, but
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is definitely like an intelligence explosives kind of a test.
Great. I got neither of those. This is awesome.
Could I use intelligence science?
Give me some more here.
I'm looking for something that I could create some sort of catalyst that we could like puncture or drop into the underground tanks.
Right on. Yeah.
I'm gonna muscle some wire, like fishing line. I think would be ideal because then they can't see it. Or like I don't know if I want to run a fuse into the thing, maybe. But like, okay, you said to drop something into the vault. So here's what we're gonna do. If we can rig something to drop straight down, then I want it connected to like a fishing line running across the road so that it A, clotheslines a bunch of people, and B, like once it breaks, it drops the thing into the underground tanks.
F it, let's do it. Athletics and survival, or strength and athletics.
I'm gonna roll 3.
Oh, I'm only
gonna
rolling
spend
one.
I'm spending 1 AP to roll an extra die. It's a tag skill, so I just need some successes here. Ooh, hold on. Okay, I got 1 success, which is a critical success, which counts for 2.
Awesome.
I rolled a success as well.
Yes!
Just a regular success. So, and then if Mog is helping, that is a 4, so that also counts. Yes, so 4 successes.
Oh, hey, that's great. Because this went so cleanly, we'll say that this is the work of maybe an hour. Like it's going very well.
Okay.
Yeah, to the point where I actually think that the Brahmin stuff would go first because I don't want to accidentally trample that wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
That would just,
let's roll on the
just to-
Brahmin
just
stuff,
to
and
put that
now
out
we
there,
know what
because-
happens if it complicates.
Yes.
Oh,
I think
no.
we're gonna try and time that because I wanna start essentially a stampede going towards them. So maybe it'll hit people off their bikes as they're coming up this highway. I don't want them to hit this fishing line that you've rigged, because that would be really bad.
Just clotheslining and decapitating all these cows just from nowhere.
Since they've already done it and succeeded, it's like while you're doing this, it just adds to the difficulty. It's just difficulty 4 for the Brahmin.
Great.
all.
So
Goody.
good.
Good observation.
So this is what I'm imagining. We have all of these Brahmin. We end up getting them out onto this highway, and then that womp womp
Bunch of kids
womp.
helping you, smacking them cows.
Yeah, I shift out with my little cowboy hat, hovering, and I just want to fire the pistol up into the side to see if I can get them running down this way, and hope that they don't trample this fishing line. Hypothetically, we did it before. That's fingers crossed.
What I'm wondering is if we have 7 hours still, should we wait to release the cows? Is that
Coca, are you saying that you should use them as a weapon as opposed to a barrier?
So like set them up and then trigger them when people are getting close. At the very beginning of combat, hoping it tramples a whole bunch of people as they're coming
So
in.
let's say for now you're assessing the Brahmin, you're having this conversation. Like some of the ranchers, they're like, well, yeah, shit, I guess that would work.
If I could tip my hat, I would.
This here tin cans, it talks real good. Are these one of the models that you can kiss? I'm asking for a friend.
What is with the people of this fucking town?
Get away from that, Lester.
I put like a little hand on its shoulder, like a gun and a flamethrower, and I say, after the fight, come find me.
It's not their fault they smell with their tongues. It's a sense thing.
It's not a sex thing.
I don't have a tongue. You want to find out?
So the Brahmin pin is going well. You've made a successful assessment of a possibility here, but we haven't acted on the Brahmin pin. This could be like as the gas station is being, down the street, we see Coco with that big spool of wire moving across as Leonard is like legs up in the air, face down inside the like subterranean gas tank, the fumes wafting around you. Things are going well down at the gas station as you succeed.
I would love to just get the Brahmin at the base of the thing. We're not going to send them running, but we do still have to take the action of putting them before the clothesline. We have to wrangle.
This sounds like the work for a dog as well.
I like the idea that Mr. Hansy Stress just sets off like a dog whistle somewhere, and only Mog can hear it and jolts off towards
Yes,
me.
perfect.
So for you, it's an obstacle of, I would say, because of the sensitive nature of the explosions being rigged up down the street, this is an obstacle of 4 to succeed.
And I'm getting the help from Mog.
Yes.
And Krot, are you also helping me down
Krot's
here?
actually gone to help Hess. He's going to talk to Hess to see what's going on with his favorite brother.
All right, so it's agility plus survival, you said?
Agility and survival.
I have to get under 12.
It's pretty good.
A nat 1 and an 8.
Hey!
Hey!
And Mog got a 4.
Hey!
So many successes.
We are in full montage mode now, like that sort of Western, like dun 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 dun.
This is all just Magnificent Seven.
The cows are moving.
I've finally earned my cowboy hat.
Krot, you see that sitting atop his pulpit outside of the old church next to the town square is Hess, observing these events unfolding.
My dear fellow, I have seen the light. I have foreseen the prophecy given to us by Papa John. It's here. It's here in this town. You have created such a shrine and such a depiction that I know what the god of the pit wishes for us. I know where he is.
Pray tell.
For he is here in this mountain. And we must release him. Do you not understand, Hess?
Well, shit, that's what I've been doing for the last 6 months in this backwater.
No. We must tear apart this Mount Diablo, or this devil, if you will. And you have the perfect tools. The Viper himself calls for freedom.
I'm what I would call an intellectual who doesn't read a whole lot, but within that personal framework, I find an absence in the section of that understanding that would be comprehending what you are saying to me.
I'm saying we use these warheads to free the god of the pit and blow apart the Devil Mountain.
You want me to nuke Candelaria?
No. Yes, but I wish for that to be freeing the serpent himself, for he is here.
I'm religious, I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know how long you've been out in the desert there, pal, but I think you've run into a new problem, which is that Hess needs persuading.
Okay, I'm gonna use 2 to get 2 extra D3 if I'm trying to succeed in this. What'll I be rolling here for the successes?
This would be charisma and speech.
Terrific. Okay.
Against his, which are also quite high. Let me take a look at that.
Preacher.
He's the preacher.
You're going to preach.
Okay.
Is that good luck?
I wow, Jesus. I got a 1, 1, a 2, and a 16.
Let me just see if he creates any complications here. Well, wait, hold on.
Holy damn.
Cut the head off that
Holy
snake.
Damn. It's time we cut the head off the snake. I don't have James Mason in this one, but
I did get 2 critical successes.
so did he.
Okay, so I've got 5 in total.
You beat him by 1.
What?
I don't follow your logic, but I like your style.
Is this guy Matthew McConaughey?
I'm gonna trust that we're doing this on vibes.
Yeah, or in which case I'm gonna just say I'm gonna just start hissing. Just
It's weird because like is by our rules, I guess this counts as another insane amount of successes. You got 5 successes there.
I got 5. Yeah.
Okay, let's say to make that meaningful, Hess is like, screw it. You want to blow up the Snake Temple? If the way has been shown to you by the Lord of the Pit, who am I to stand in your path?
Oh, terrific. Okay, this is what I wanted to do.
We're nuking the town with us in it?
To free, well, it sounds worse when you say it like that. I'm merely freeing our Lord and Savior. That's
I'll
all I'm
help
doing.
you, he says.
Terrific.
Yeah,
Lovely.
he gets a bunch of his faithful and they start making their way to
Unbeknownst to
set
the
up
rest
noose.
of us.
So that is why I stayed behind.
I don't agree with this plan.
Just so, just for clarity, Krot's secret plan is to nuke the town.
Well, that's more of a byproduct of releasing the God of the
The
Pit.
god of the pit will open his mouth wide and in his gaping insatiable maw swallow all of the Mojave.
Have we told your dear brother Leonard?
Leonard will be thrilled to hear that we are releasing the one.
This is
I
happening
know
as
Leonard.
like Leonard's like legs are sticking out of the hole in the gas station down the street. So we've got 5 successes and 6 successes. Are we already cooking? Or is that a true statement? Are we?
We're cooking with nuclear warheads. Yeah.
We're cooking with gas, that's for sure.
Right, like, yeah, now the reason the siege will fail is because it will be wiped from the face of the desert right now.
I'm counting on Susie figuring this out, and we're gonna go hunt Krot down.
Let's put these 5 successes in their own basket over here that are auxiliary, like, so if you succeed elsewhere, you technically qualify, however, you have now unlocked the bad ending. So,
So now we
bad
gotta
ending-
do another couple of successes. in
Right,
order
yeah,
to
you gotta
not
earn some
get
other stuff
fucking
to
nuked.
do this, and then we can never stand off. However, we are cruising
Okay.
on the siege, so let's keep moving.
Please do,
Krot,
please.
you have persuaded Hess to open the jaws of the Great Serpent wide. The rest of you would see as Krot and Hess and a few of the other devoted in their denim and leather start making their way up to the vault turned snake temple.
Radio tower?
Radio tower, who's going? What's happening?
I am cranking dials. I am like trying to boost the signal, and then I'm going to like launch into the most rousing speech I can to get everyone militiaed up, grab their guns, defend their town. Don't go into hiding. Don't lock your doors. Get out on your roofs. Get into defensible positions and get a bead on the enemy. Like, I want to get people hyped.
Totally. I think if you want to contain this to one test, you can, without question, broadcast to the whole town right now. Like, to boost the signal would be a totally different thing. If you want to get it outside of Candelaria.
I'd like to try and reach, not necessarily like all the way back to NCR headquarters, but like if there was an outpost somewhere on the periphery around us that could repeat the signal.
Yeah, I would say the only trade-off for that is time. So, like, it would take, like all told 3 hours to do both things.
I'm okay with that.
Cool. And which means that we have about 3 hours left before the bikes get there. You can see the dust getting closer on the horizon. Let's make it happen if that's the case. Susie rolls to assist in her way, like, you know, she's like, here, I'll write a persuasive speech.
I rolled 4 successes.
What?
Oh wow.
All 4 dice are a success on my tagged skill, which means that all 4 are critical successes.
Shut
means
up.
that I have
Shut
8
get out of here.
successes.
Just hey,
So much
Justin,
AP.
how about
just
you relax?
Shooting back.
Cool, Justin, let's hear that speech, baby.
Yeah, it's probably one of those like microphones that dangles.
1,000% yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like the metal ones with the little bands.
People of the Wasteland, I've seen it in your eyes. I know the fear of raiders day in and day out coming and taking what's rightfully yours, which you worked for with your blood and your sweat. That ends today. This message is for every hot-blooded Wasteland survivor that can hear this message. Grab your guns, grab your machetes, grab a rocket launcher, whatever you have. Sharpen a broomstick. Get to a defensible point and be ready. Because the people who are coming, they say that they believe in the Viper God. They say that they know that the insatiable one is the true one. But you know what I know? Those are heretics.
Amen.
Those are believers.
Amen.
They're coming to sneak in, kill, and destroy. You know what's going to stop them? We kill and destroy them before they get us.
Preach.
And this message goes out even further to the NCR. If you can hear this message, wherever you are at dealing with whatever you're dealing with far from here, know that here we found weapons of mass destruction that could level this wasteland far beyond what would ever be helpful. Come to our aid now in our moment of need.
We are now up to 10 successes, if I'm not mistaken, of towards the good ending and well over for the bad ending.
I cannot explain how much I regret my choices.
No, your choice is incredible, and you need to stick to it as we move through.
I need to double down now, but Jesus Christ.
No,
Okay.
it's an incredible thing there. Looking out the window now, the bikers are almost here. At the head, you can see just the most villainous looking dude possible on a chariot that in front of it is just 4 motorcycles leashed together that he's steering with Leather's hair whipping back and a fanged helmet over his face. The sun glints as it starts to set on the horizon. You have time for probably one more meaningful thing. What are we going to do here, team? Zach, I'm going to say yours was so successful that is what you were doing, unless you have something you'd like to add.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm sticking with it.
Mr. Hansy?
I would love just a shot at learning this secondary nuke the town plan. Is there any way that information would have trickled across the town?
Yeah, I think.
Can we roll for it?
Yes, you absolutely can. This is going to be an opposed roll between you and Krot. So,
oh boy,
for you, Krot, it is charisma and sneak, and then Mr. Hansy, for you, it is I would say intelligence and speech.
I rolled a crit because it's my sneak is my tag skill, and I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 20.
It looks like Krot's helping so good.
I'm carrying so many explosives.
There are children holding hands and swaying in front of the mouth of the Viper as they take...
A small oiled tear falls down as I realize, God damn it, we did it. And I look under the horizon and see the sun rising and think, we're really gonna make it. I'm gonna get my Susie home.
So we have time to try one more thing, right?
Yeah.
But we'd have to get 5 successes on that one thing
That's
in
right.
order to. Okay. The other thing that we had on our list was the Molotov cocktails.
Sure, yeah.
I don't think we're gonna need it if we're gonna nuke the place too.
You arrive in the saloon. Guess who's in there? It's a bunch of ghoul badasses. You see duster coats, ghouls that are just passing through town, rifles over their shoulders, cowboy hats full of holes because they're ghouls. So not only are Molotov cocktails available from whatever local spirit, but you also see that there might be some mercenary interest in what you're going on here, depending on...
Y'all are the ghouliest looking people I've ever seen.
Hey.
We get that a lot. Because we're ghouls. One bites the head off of a living chicken as they talk to you.
Here's the thing. I don't think there's any way I can get 5 successes all by myself. Like, I will definitely need help in order to make this.
Oh, I
happen.
wander in with you for sure.
Yeah. What's an enormous glass of water like you doing in a small town like this?
Oh, honey, you say that to everyone who comes in and asks you to start making Molotov cocktails as quickly as possible.
Their ears perk up. One ear from one of the ghouls just falls off as one of them stands up and says, I'm a character with a backstory. How can we help?
Can we get some Molotov cocktails made? And maybe you could tell me about it while we're pouring some liquor into some bottles.
Shake one right up for you. This is a charisma and I think speech, if you just want to talk them into, if you're enlisting these guys. Yes, that's what's happening. Justin, you are working the radio tower during this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, so Justin can't help me. Okay.
Yeah, but Mr. Hansy, you are free to do this. I think that's like your moment of
I
inspiration.
just have a moment looking out from the sunset, and I do that. I'm gonna do like the musical theater thing where I like look one last time, and then I enter through the saloon, swing the doors open, tip my hat, and
Howdy.
I'll my little thing to like just rally the
They're
troops in a way.
pyromaniacs.
Like
They're
I'll set
into
them
it.
off.
It's happening. Yeah. Yeah, you can do whatever violence-related check you'd like to, Mr. Hansy.
Yippee!
Great.
I guess it's technically melee weapon and charisma.
Yep. That's a weird, beautiful combo.
Yeah.
It's a meets it, beats it, right?
It is.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Shut up. Shut up.
I have 4 for my speech, so this was where I was going. I got a 1 and a 4. So that's 2 successes. If we can
That's
eke 3
3
more out of
successes.
this.
That's 3 successes.
Well-
Oh, it is 3 successes. Yes.
Yeah,
one
a
is-
1 is a 3.
I succeeded, and melee weapons is my tag skill, so that's 2 successes.
That is it. That's correct.
That's 5 successes.
That's 15.
Justin, Leonard comes out of the radio station in time to see the townspeople like gathering in the town square, pitchforks at the ready, broken bottles and syringes and all sorts of other weird wasteland stuff at their sides. Coco, you've made a bunch of new friends from some funny looking folks who sure like chicken. And Mr. Hansy, you're just surrounded by flammables. Krot, the warheads are now safely. You sit atop them like a beautiful pile of eggs ready to hatch from your spot outside the vault. The team has a whopping 20 successes as Chariot Guy has pulled. He's standing under the overpass, looking at this silent town. It says,
It seems you were ready for me. Yes, this is my voice.
New York City.
and it says,
You look like you're ready to fight hard.
he says in a megaphone that echoes over the
And I'll give you that. Like a cornered rad rat, biting at a boot, about to crush. You thought building walls and passing out rusty pitchforks wouldn't matter. You don't understand what you're up against. Our way, the true way of the big, spooky snake god. It's not about prayers or visions, it's about nature. You ever see an anaconda take down a Brahmin?
During this, I think Susie leans over to the rest of the group and is like, do you think we should blow up the fucking gas station, or what's the whole
Release the cows!
I will fire at one of the cows in the back. I want to interrupt this speech. You don't get to rally your troops.
Behind him, the raiders are like, yeah!
All of you were fighting each other as the real menace wraps around the Mojave. Too busy to notice the what? Oh my god!
As all of these cows move, a thunder of cows explodes down the freeway as he disappears behind the Brahmin. Only have moments to watch this as the Brahmin themselves in an explosion of beef and meat, the likes of which you've only dreamed of down in the meat vault. Yeah. The air is filled with the rich, fatty smell of burning cow flesh as the overpass crumbles itself, and whatever speech was gonna be just gets cut off abruptly as, oh, there's so many in the gas station. Well, coming here was a bad idea. And the raiders press forward as the ghouls are like, whoop, whoop, open season. And they start just popping off bikers who are like, retreat. They start trying to drive away, but are getting clipped off. And what other obstacles have we missed here? The townsfolk, like insane people, stream from their houses and homesteads down into the fray. The bikers leaping off of their bikes to escape the debris and to try to start running for the horizon. It is a beautiful, beautiful scene of horror as all of you worked your asses off to get here. I would like to take a moment and hear what each of you are thinking and doing before the camera pans starts to dolly up the hill and settle on Krot. Before all of that, I would love to just take a moment and have our end of movie scenes with each character. What's going on amidst this chaos as you're watching your hard work unfold more beautifully than you could ever imagine?
I think I walk over to Coco Charlton and I put a hand on her shoulder like, Little Miss Chosen One, I think we did pretty good today. I think we're gonna make it. I think that we might just right this wasteland.
I grab Leonard and sweep him up in my arms and say, we did it! We did it, everyone! I just hold him
I
aloft.
feel so light in your hands. And then I think on the distant horizon, I can see an NCR Vertibird.
You see not one, you see a cavalry coming in as there's all-terrain vehicles. There's like 4 vertibirds on the horizon. Your signal worked. The NCR is coming. The NCR is within blast radius. Mr. Hansy, what are you up to?
I put a gentle, cold pistol on my dear Susie's face I give it a gentle pat and I say, "We're going home."
I love you, Mr. Hansy. I know I don't say it a lot.
Shh, it's fine. We have a whole lifetime for words.
Well, thanks for taking such good care of me. Oh, come here, you big lug. And she wraps her
I put
little arms.
3 metal arms
Ow,
around
shit.
my
Ow.
sweet gal.
Ow. The camera pans from this to look up at the vault-turned snake temple at the top of the hill. And Hess, who's sitting next to you on this pile of beautiful warheads, at the top of this hill, where
For anyone who is listening to this and not watching it happen, just know that Zach is bright red, more red than I've ever seen.
I know.
He matches the color behind him.
I do.
I'm shocked.
Okay, it's okay.
I thought
it's okay.
you're so red that I thought that at first it was like
Well,
a
if
filter.
it isn't the consequence of my own actions.
Oh God!
I never thought the vipers would eat my face.
I didn't think we'd do it. Okay.
Hess sitting akimbo next to you atop these beautiful factory condition warheads. Is like, I'm really surprised with his whole speech that he wasn't like, "We'll crush you like an anaconda," or "We'll like swallow you whole."
I know
That would have been a good metaphor.
There was so many puns that he could have done indeed. However, I believe now that the distraction and the secondary plot is that we can truly get down to
Yeah,
business.
we should feed the god of the pit. I was gonna if I was gonna do a villain monologue, I would have said something like, "Ooh, how about like the Wasteland, like an anaconda, always gets its meal." That would have been good.
It would have been amazing. Oh, just hey, and I will unhinge the jaw of vengeance and swallow your pathetic town whole.
Oh, say that, and then I'll push the button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Release the god of the pit. Like a vengeful serpent, he will swallow the world whole.
There is a flash of light so bright that the shadows of all of those celebrating, of the raiders fleeing, of the NCR troops approaching, of each of you, it's so blinding that you are immortalized in the quarry around you, and the rocks and the walls and the things that aren't laid bare by the following blast. The moment is exquisite and permanent, and for you, each of you, it's everything. It stretches into eternity. There is nothing but this, the moment of gratitude, of excellence, of civic-mindedness, of working together in the face of insurmountable odds, and everybody except Krot's case working together. I think that it's beautiful, and it happens so fast nobody even knows they've been turned to absolute vapor. And across the Mojave, a dastardly plan has been at least halted for now, as most of this area is simply scrubbed from the map. The mushroom cloud can be seen from orbit.
Okay.
Join us next time for Fallout New Las Vegas.
Oh God.
We've learned valuable lessons.
Learn valuable lessons. Don't join a cult. Be warned. Don't. If someone says they worship a giant snake god, don't put them in touch with some nuclear warheads.
And remember, kids, if they say it isn't a sex thing,
It's
probably
Probably a sex thing.
I'm calling this episode Coco's Big Day Out. I think
I think that's perfect.
Coco's only day out.
you have been watching The Panic Table. I'm Cameron Dangerous Strip Matter. Thank you so much for enjoying. This has been Fallout in its brand new book, available for pre-order. Royal Flush. Check it out in the link down below. Let us know you enjoyed this by liking, subscribing, doing all of the YouTube stuff. And if you want to play this adventure, we've got it sitting pretty for you over on the Patreon. Join up. We've got tons of stuff going on there. Special thanks to Modiphius for making all of this possible and for putting together such a cool system. We enjoyed our little part in it and look forward to more adventures to come. Again, check out that pre-order link for Royal Flush down in the description, as well as different ways to follow all of these creeps below. Head on over to the Patreon to check out the talkback session, which we're going to take a weird silly break and then record right now. We love each of you with the heat of 1,000 nuclear suns, and couldn't be more thankful that you've spent this bizarre time with us today.